The audio file you are about to hear was submitted by Iain to the Near Death Experience Research Foundation. I will leave a link in the description box below for your full review of his story. If you or somebody that you know has had a near death experience or a miracle and would like to share with our audience, please reach out to sallyknopf.com. And for now, let's get into the story. On Sunday, July 17th, 2022, I was out and about with my bearded dragon lizard, Lemmy. We were walking through the drainage tunnels as a shortcut to our destination. We were resting in an open part of the wash situated directly behind the runways of North Las Vegas Airport. I was sitting back watching the small planes take off and land. My little buddy was sitting a few feet away, sunbathing. I was taking a long-awaited drink from my water bottle as I watched a small single-engine Cessna making a right turn in my direction and preparing to land. I watched another small plane descend behind it. At least it appeared that way from my vantage point. I expected the planes to pass directly overhead of me to land, but to my horror, I watched the planes collide mid-air about 50 feet above me. I scrambled to my feet, grabbed Lemmy, and sprinted toward the steep driveway-like slopes of the storm drain when I heard the deafening sound of an explosion. I was thrown forward with tremendous force while pelted by small pieces of shrapnel. I went unconscious as I hit the ground. When I regained consciousness, I saw nothing but a dark tunnel. I thought I had imagined the whole incident, and I looked around for Lemmy, but he wasn't there. I freaked out and I ran towards the end of the tunnel. I was blinded by an intensely bright light. Then I found myself in a different location. I was on a grassy oasis type of a place. This confused me as I was greeted by a strange robed figure who led me down a path to a field. Numerous people were sitting there. I recognized my grandmother, great aunt, and a close family friend. All of them had died when I was younger. I asked the robed figure, "Who are you?" Instead of getting an answer, everyone else was asking me what I was doing there so early. I replied, "I don't know." I relayed the story that there was a crash. I passed out, and I woke up somewhere else without Lemmy. I asked if they had seen him and demanded that I get to him. The robed man placed one hand on my forehead, and everything became blurry and dark. I opened my eyes. This time, I found myself on the ground and in a lot of pain. As I stood up, I saw the burning wreckage of the small Cessna about 20 feet away from me. The pungent smell of burning flesh and metal was very strong. I frantically looked around for Lemmy and found him a few feet away from me. I picked him up and dialed 911. I explained the situation while cautiously inching closer to the burning wreckage. I wanted to see if anyone had managed to survive. It was so horrible that although it will forever be ingrained in my memory, some things are just better left unshared. I suffered a broken knee and a fractured wrist. Lemmy suffered a broken forelimb and a spinal displacement. We spent a day in the hospital. The nurses were so nice to me and little Lemmy. They even made him his own little splint for his arm. In the end, we were okay. I wish I could say the same for everyone else. But the air collision resulted in 4 fatalities. I was met by journalists for an interview, but I declined due to the severe aftershock.